What's up, family? It's your girl, DanitaFaith, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome. And if you've been rocking with me for a little while, what's up? It's so good to see you. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel. And click that bell notification one good time so you know when I post new content. And also, follow me on my socials right there above. Now let's get into this recap, you guys. So here with episode 4, we're just going to pick up right where we left off in episode 3. So we have Kendall and Alexcys in his bedroom. Again, he is cupping her butt cheeks. And Miss Alexcys is contemplating spending the night, but she chooses not to. She ends up leaving, going back to her room, and basically she's just like, she knows he still has Erica on the brain, and he kind of has to figure out that whole situation, and she doesn't want to get hurt. So she tells him, don't hurt me, like, know what you want, don't hurt me. And he admits that she's his #1 draft pick, so she really don't have nobody to really worry about except your girlfriend Erica. So we'll see if Alexcys ever makes her way back to Kendall's bedroom. Then we see Thomas and Sophia just vibing, connecting. And then we see Julian talking to Maya, who we have not really heard much from or seen so far in the season. And basically he tells her that this is a humbling experience. He had this mindset that no matter what he did, whether it was cheating or what, to Kristen, she was always going to be there kind of in his corner, in his back pocket. And he's realizing now that that's not the case. Kristen can easily get to the end of this whole situation and be like, deuces. So he now realizes that his past actions might cause the demise of their relationship. Then we go to the girls' villa, and we have Kristen trying to loosen up. She's trying to get to know the guys, make the most of this experience as she can. We see Jesse and Erica kind of flirting in the kitchen. Both got their curls out. Just a cute little picture. Then we see Shaquille and Aaron talking. And you guys, Shaquille is smitten. Shaquille is to Aaron what Nicole is to Corey. Already in love. Like, he is already thinking about the kids and the dog and the white picket fence. Like, he has it all mapped out in his head. And Erin peeps this, and she realizes that I gotta take a few steps back. She tells him she doesn't want to lead him on, and he is like, I understand, but he thinks she's only saying it so she doesn't cheat on Corey. But I think Aaron actually isn't feeling Shaq like that. Again, I said they had a lot of fun, but I didn't really see a genuine connection. So I don't know why Shaq is already seeing wedding bells. But we do see Aaron go and talk to Evan, and they kind of have this emotional heart-to-heart about past grief. Evan talks about the passing of his stepfather who raised him, and Erin talks about the passing of her best friend when she was 19. And they end up crying on each other's shoulders and being there for each other. Then we see Chelsea and Tom talking, and basically she admits to him that she thinks he's kind of cool and he's always real, keeps it 100 with her, and that she wants to go on a date with him. So while she's asking him out on the date, Dr. Blake sees this, and he is fuming. He can't stand the fact that she chose somebody else. While he's fuming on one side of the kitchen, Shaquille sees Aaron and Evan talking, and he's just like, I know she ain't about to ask him out on the date. She does. And she asks Evan, and Evan says, yeah, sure, I'll go with you. I would love to. Now Shaquille is on the other side of the kitchen fuming, and they're both just upset. And Kristen tells them, hey, it's only date number 3. Y'all need to calm down. It's not that deep. Then we go to the dates. Now, the dates for this week, they ended up splitting up the couple. So 2 would go do one thing, and 2 would go do another. So for the girls, we have four-wheeling, and we have Erica and Jesse, and then Chelsea and Tom. Great vibes all around. Erica admits that Jesse has characteristics that Kendall is obviously lacking: compassion, understanding, since he calls her too emotional. And she wishes she could take those characteristics from Jesse and then put them in Kendall, and she would have her perfect guy. And then we see Chelsea and Tom kind of talking, and they're talking about Dr. Blake. And basically he's like, Dr. Blake is a snake. He's a fake guy. He's not genuine at all. And Chelsea admits that she's kind of peeping it. She peeps game. And she realizes that she's actually being more herself on her date with Tom than she has been with Dr. Blake the entire time they've been hanging out. And maybe she was only trying to be an ideal of a person he wanted, since he has this perfect, persona that he carries. She's trying to be that perfect whatever for him right now. But she's realizing she's being more Chelsea with Tom, which is just goofing off and having a great time. Then we move over to the second girls' date, and it's foot golf, whatever that is. And we have Aaron, who obviously chose Evan, and then we have Kristen, who chose Juwan. So it's nice to see people who we haven't really seen much of. We got Juwan over here. We got Maya talking to Julian over in the guys' villa. So it's nice to see people who we haven't really heard from. Aaron admits that Shaq is a great guy. It's just he's moving way too fast, and she wants to work on herself a little bit. And she's also kind of feeling Evan. She wants to see what could be there with him. They're having a great time together. And then Kristen says she actually feels very comfortable talking to Juwan, and that for once she's like not in her head over a date, what she's going to say next. She's just letting the conversation kind of flow, and they're having a pretty good time together. And he told her that like all the guys felt like she was never going to open up to any of them, that she was just, Julian. But he was like, I'm glad that you're able to open up, and I'm glad that you're opening up to me. So we'll see what happens with Kristen and Juwan. Then we go over to the guys' date, and we have horseback riding for Corey and Amanda, along with Thomas and Sophia. Thomas, again, just smitten with Sophia, telling her that she's going to be trouble. Like, she's very much his type, and he wants to still respect his relationship with Chelsea. So he's trying his best not to be too flirtatious with Sophia. But Sophia is like, be yourself. You need to be with somebody who allows you to truly be yourself. And she's kind of hoping it's her. And then we have Corey and Amanda admits that she likes Corey. And she also admits to Corey that he can't be the one to change Aaron. Aaron has to grow and figure out her issues on her own, and Corey can't make her into the perfect girlfriend for himself, and that she was in a similar situation where she thought she could change the guy she was with, and ultimately it almost took her life because through that whole situation. So she tells him, like, I understand where you are, like love and all that stuff, but sometimes removing yourself from that situation is the best thing to do. Then we have a yacht date for Julian and Maya, and then Kendall and Alexcys. Julian tells Maya that she's very much like Kristen, which he likes, obviously. He's in love with his girlfriend. He found somebody similar to her. But he also is very appreciative that she is still giving him a chance. Some of the girls have kind of written Julian off because, he's all Kristen all day long. Like, most likely Julian is going back to Kristen at the end of this. But Maya is still giving him a chance because who knows, like, he can open up and learn a lot of things about himself. So she wants him to still be able to enjoy this experience as much as he can. And he appreciates her for kind of like making him dig deeper and look more inside himself and do a lot of self-reflecting. And then we have Kendall and Alexcys. Nothing new under the sun. Their date is like all the other dates. They're flirting, they're cute, they're hanging out, they're being a couple, just enjoying each other. Nothing new. Then we go back to the villas, and we are at the guys' villa first, and the single girls have made a talent show. Tula is the host of the talent show. We have Nicole, who drop it low, dip it low, pick it up slow, whatever Christina Milian said. That is what she is doing. The guys are loving what they're seeing. We have Sophia, who licks her elbow. And then Alexcys doesn't really have a talent, so she ends up just going over to make out with Kendall. And Corey is shooketh when he sees this, because he realizes, wow, these people are actually making connections. And if this is what one of the couple guys is doing over here in the villa with me, what is Aaron doing over in the villa with all those single good-looking guys, And even though we know Aaron hasn't really done anything, Corey don't know that, so his wheels are just a-turning. Then we go to the girls' villa, and they are having a slumber party. Chelsea finally confronts Dr. Blake, and basically she tells him, like, some of the people in the house have said that you aren't genuine, and I've peeped game. I've watched how you moved, and I don't rock with it. You are a snake. You are fake. He basically feels like she has been manipulated into thinking that way, and she's like, no, I have my own brain, and I'm seeing what you're doing. So they kind of have a disagreement. So now Blake is running around trying to figure out who's saying he's fake, who thinks he's fake, and I'm like, sir, If you're really not fake, if you don't have all these issues, then why are you trying so hard to like get on these guys? Like, did you say it? Did you say it? Like, why are you doing this? Like, maybe you are fake, and if you are, just own it. It's fine. But then we see Chelsea talk to Trent and Rocky, I believe, two people who I have not seen at all in this house. But basically, both of them say, like, yes, he is the fakest guy in the house. Shaquille overhears this conversation. He doesn't like it, so he goes over to confront them. He ends up fussing at them. It looks like, from the outside looking in, that he's also fussing at Chelsea. Miss Erica ain't having it. That's her girl. So she goes over there. She confronts Shaquille. They get into it. Now everybody trying to break them up. And she's like, why are you fussing at me? Like, I'm just trying to come over here and calm everything down. But Shaquille is just like, don't talk to me. Don't touch me. So it's a hot mess. Everybody finally goes to their separate corners. Jesse's trying to calm down Erica. He basically tells her, like, you did kind of you came at Shaquille kind of sideways. And she's like, well, I thought he was fussing at Chelsea, but now I know he wasn't. I just want to make sure my girl was good. Shaquille comes over. He ends up apologizing. He tells her she's like his little sister. And so he's just like, I didn't mean to come at you that way, because I wouldn't have came at my little sister that way. And Erica's just like, I accept your apology. But, like, remember, I'm not the one. I'm not the one. So don't try me. You come at me again like that, it's going to be a different Erica, okay? And Shaquille's just like, I got you. Then we see that Aaron and Evan are both just like, let's get things back on track. It's a lot of hoopla happening, a lot of arguing and whatnot. So let's try to get it good. So, excuse me. They end up getting the party started again. They're vibing, they're having fun, and the drinks start flowing, the shots are being taken, and Chelsea is intoxicated, and she is having a great time. She is twerking, she is throwing it back. Okay? She's throwing it back. And Tom is there to catch it. And he is enjoying every minute of his time with Chelsea. And I feel like those two, they might not like go all the way, but I do see them at least making out every now and then. Then we go back to the guys' villa, and everyone again is having a good time, drinking, whatnot. We see Corey and Amanda kind of talking about Kendall and Alexis' relationship, and Corey admits that, like, again, like, seeing that makes him realize what is Aaron doing over at the other villa. And Amanda tells him, well, she brought you here, and that was a risk she took. She knows that, like, by bringing you here, there's a chance that she could lose you, and vice versa. And he was like, but I also see that as a good thing, because that means that, like, she genuinely does care about this relationship. And, like, she's risking losing me by figuring out if I really am the one for her. But Amanda, again, like, Amanda likes him. So she's just like, pick me. Like, you don't want Aaron anymore. I'm the one. Then everybody starts to go to bed except for Alexis and Kendall. They're kind of up and they're talking. And Alexis basically feels like Erica should be worried, and I agree with you, sis. Erica should be worried. We see them go back to Kendall's room, and this go round, Miss Alexis ain't leaving, because they do the deed, they do it. They have sex, you guys. They end up having sex. We see, what we could see on television, because this ain't HBO, but they have a great time. The next day, all the girls are like asking her how it was. She says it was good. She truly feels like Kendall is leaving the island with her. Like, he is breaking up with Erica and leaving with her. So she's very, very excited about that. And all the girls are excited for her, because they feel like Kendall is, one of the few ones in the house that's actually doing the experience and trying to see if there's somebody better for him than Erica. Then we see Chelsea and Blake back at the girls' villa talking, and basically Blake apologizes for, like, his actions the night before, and basically tells her, like, I'm not fake, and I'm going to prove to you that I'm not fake. And she's like, good, I want you to. Like, I want to see the real Blake. And at the end of the day, I want us to be cool, no animosity, and I still want to get to know you, because, like, I genuinely do like being around you. So let's just, basically start anew. And then we see Tom, Evan, and David talking, and basically they're like gassing up Tom, saying like, "You're gonna hit that, you're gonna hit that." And Tom's like, I don't know if she's still messing with Dr. Blake. I'm good. And they're like, nah, man, if you get in the middle of that, like, she's yours. Like, it's gonna be easy. And they feel like the three of them are about to spice up this girl's villa and like start some stuff. And honestly, I'm here for the drama, so let's see what they're gonna do. Then we have the bonfire time. It's bonfire time. It's bonfire time. So we are starting with the ladies, of course. We have Kristen going first, and she sees Julian speaking to Maya, saying that she reminds him of Kristen. Nothing out of the ordinary. She sees him opening up a little bit. But she does admit that like past things are, again, just stopping her from being fully committed to Julian. So she's hoping this experience will help her kind of like see the light in that sense. Aaron sees Corey talking to Amanda, and Amanda admitting that she likes him. And that kind of gets Aaron a little upset, because she realizes, wow, I might actually lose a great guy. Why am I self-sabotaging this relationship? And Mark asks her, are you projecting past things onto Corey? And she says she basically is. And he was like, well, if you allow yourself to open up and really truly enjoy this experience, then you might leave here with your partner and y'all are better off together. Or you might leave here with somebody else who you realize, wow, that person is a bit more of me than who I came in here with. Or you leave loving yourself even more. Either way, it's a win-win-win. So like, allow yourself to be here and see what else is out there. Don't close yourself off to the experience, because you're here for a reason. Then we see Chelsea's clips, and she sees Thomas and Sophia kiss him on the cheek. And she realizes, like, Thomas is going to be Thomas. And, he flirts, he giggles, he does what he does with the ladies. And if she's not going to be able to accept that side of him, then no matter how much she loves him, they aren't meant to be together. So I think Chelsea is already looking forward. And I don't see her and Dr. Blake, not yet. I don't see her and Thomas making it to the end. And then we see Erica's clips. And y'all know what it's going to be. You all already know what her clip's going to be. Let's say it together. The sex scene. Exactly. Yes. Now, I want y'all to put it in the comments below. Do y'all think they doing my girl Erica dirty? Because, like, she gets the worst clips. Granted, her man is doing the worst. But, like, I feel like they can spice up at least Chelsea's clips of Thomas. They could spice it up a little bit, right? But Erica sees Kendall and Alexcys in the bed. She sees the motion in the ocean. She hears the sounds of pleasure. And she knows what's going down. And honestly, all she could do is laugh. Because she's just like, for the past 2.5 years, I've put up with his BS. He's put me down. He's made me feel less than. I've kind of lost who I am in the relationship. My self-worth, all this stuff. And then she admits that he cheated on her. And everybody is like, you've never talked about this. And she's like, he has a way of making her feel like it didn't even happen. Like, it's basically the Mandela effect in her relationship. Like, he makes it to where the cheating was like, it was here one day and gone the next. And so she never talks about it. Because he doesn't talk about it. But she told herself that she was never going to let a guy disrespect her ever again, because her relationship before Kendall, the guy cheated on her all the time. And when she got with Kendall, she said she wasn't going to let that happen. But yet she did, because she loves him. And now she's realizing that she's in a toxic relationship, and that a guy like Kendall doesn't deserve a girl like herself. So y'all, we about to see single Erica, and I can't wait. I know Jesse can't wait. Okay. And I'm glad, because it's time for Kendall to see some clips of her living her best life so he can know how it feels. Okay. But in the end, Mark ends up just telling all the ladies that they have to, learn and grow from those past experiences, but then let them go. Because if they keep holding on to them, it's going to end up affecting their relationships that they're in, and they won't be able to fully move forward until they work through those past issues. And that is my recap for Temptation Island. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please comment down below how you think things are going to shake out with these couples. Who you think going to stay together? Who you think not going to, not going to make it? I can already let you all know. I think Kristen and Julian are in it for the long haul. Them other three, I'm on the fence. We're going to have to see what else happens. But please like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. And also follow your girl on the socials as well. I hope you all stay safe, continue to be blessed, and have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll catch you next time. Bye.